People gave me so much advice on why I shouldn't be doing it, why I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Every step of the way, people wanted to tell me why I shouldn't be doing this and should get a life, should stop being too obsessed, everything under the book. And then once I'm successful, those same people are like, dang, you're a genius. Yeah. Wow, you really pulled that off.
You know, with the videos I was making when I was a smaller creator, I genuinely felt like, you know, the algorithm hates me or this is unfair. But I just wasn't making content that deserved to get views. I don't know a nice way to put it. So I'm glad I'm talking about myself, because anyone else I'd feel bad. But the videos sucked. Like, I mean, you just look at the retention graphs. People would click off at the beginning. People didn't know sometimes what they're clicking on. And like, if I wasn't retaining a viewer, just why would it make sense for you to promote it? Like, why would you promote a 10-minute video that people watch on average a minute and a half?
A lot of people get analysis paralysis, and they'll just sit there and they'll plan their first video for 3 months. And I'm any of you listening, if you, especially if you have 0 videos on your channel, your first video is not going to get views, period. It's not. Your first 10 are not going to get views. I can very confidently say that. So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end, and just get to work and start uploading. Like, all you need to do, this applies to people who have not uploaded videos but have dreams of being a YouTuber, is make 100 videos and improve something every time. Do that. And then on your 101st video, we'll start talking, like maybe you can get some views, but you know, your first 100 are gonna suck.
I just watch it, honestly, and I just like, if there's ever a moment where I'm even slightly bored, I'm like, cut it. And if there's something where I'm not just like, wow, you know, like the whole time, then it's like, don't upload it. It's not good.
If I'm not creating, then I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel like I'm progressing. Then I feel like I'm wasting my time. My well of knowledge needs to constantly be expanding, so I have more things to draw inspiration from our ideas. If not, you're gonna get the same ideas over and over again. So it happens for a lot of creators. That's why their videos are repetitive and always the same thing, because if you're not constantly learning new things, then your ideas are just limited to what's in your head, and eventually you're gonna drain it. It's a lot of testing. So we usually edit a video like, you know, 5
the channel.
Literally everything.
And I think spending time with you here, what I noticed is that's actually not just money, it's time.
Yeah.
You also reinvest all of your time.
You gotta live and breathe it.
Yeah, you invest all of your time into it. And I think that's something that is beneficial of being where you are, is that you have that ability. And then also, the concept of hiring is just so that you have more time to invest.
Exactly.
One more time.
You gotta give at least what you take from someone. Which, in the YouTube space, is pretty easy for me, because I can just teach people anything, and then I just hope to learn one thing from them.
YouTube wants is they want people to click on a video and they want to watch it. Like, at its core, that's what it is. Now, you can like draw little lines and go as deep as you want into how to get people to click and to how to get people to watch. I mean, essentially, by studying the algorithm, you'll learn that you're more studying human psychology, right? What do humans want to watch? What do they find enjoying? Not because like, anytime you say the word algorithm, just replace it with audience, and it works perfectly. Like, the algorithm didn't like that video. No, the audience didn't like that video. You know, because literally that's it. If people are clicking and watching, then it gets promoted more, and that's all. That's literally all the algorithm does, is reflect what the people want to a T. And if you deny that, you just make terrible videos and are trying to find a scapegoat. Like, I mean, there's a reason everyone loves YouTube and, you know, spends hours every single day on it.
Do you want to be the best you can possibly be the biggest YouTuber, you should look at hiring as a way to free up your time so you can do more important things, and even then, and hyper optimize every little minute. And anything that isn't work, you should outsource to someone else so you can recharge, so you can work again. You know,
it is a teachable skill. It's a learnable skill. You can study your way to consistently make viral videos, no matter how small your channel is, even if you have 0 subscribers.
And at the very beginning of the video, to minimize drop-off, you want to assure them that those expectations are being met. If you click on a video where, you know, of his, where it's like, Tether is a scam, and then at the very beginning, he starts talking about literally anything else, then you are like, oh, this is bullshit. This isn't what I clicked on. But if at the very start of the video you go, Tether is a scam, and I'm gonna teach you why, then it's like, okay, you match the expectations. So at the very beginning, match the expectations, and then you want to exceed them. So you want to assure people that what they clicked on is what they're getting, and then blow their mind and be like, but you're also getting even more. That's how you lower drop off, which a lot of people, sometimes it takes them like 20 seconds to really meet the expectations. And so you lose, like, that's where you're going to lose everyone. Everyone's videos start like this, and then it levels off. So you want to reduce the amount of people that click.
My friends, like, they'll compete with me. It's like, you dumbass motherfucker. You pulled less views in the last 3 years than like I know people have on a single video. Like, you teaching him isn't going to do anything. And so like they're so like caught up in like not sharing things and being secretive.
My first 500 videos didn't deserve to get 1 million views. Like, there's a reason they didn't. They were terrible, you know what I mean? But at the time I thought they did, right? And I'm in the mindset of a lot of small YouTubers where I thought those videos deserved 1 million views, and I thought the algorithm hated me. But I watch them back now, and I can tell you exactly why. The videos are just fucking horrible. You know what I mean?
It's just like if you wake up and every day you obsess over something and you live and breathe it, and that's what you think about, that's what you do, that's what you study on and off, that's what you stay up every night grinding, and no one else even gives a flying about it. It's like you just feel like a weirdo, you know, like an outcast. And I was also like just dumb. Back then I didn't realize, oh, well, I just need to find different people. I thought like, oh, my whole life I'll just never enjoy talking to people.
Yeah.
And then I met other YouTubers, and then I started talking to them like 10 hours a day, and I was like, then that's when the channel really started taking off.
YouTube's trying to serve people the best content possible.
Talk to a camera for 10 seconds without a cut. Like a lot of people will just like get bored or they'll lose interest. So like having a B cam and a C cam, and just you can just talk for 10 seconds, but 3 seconds in cutting to a B cam and then a C cam. Like now it's more interesting, even though it's essentially the same thing and not that crazy. But you want to have good pacing. Typically having a payoff at the end keeps them, right?
Like, yeah, every 6 months you should look back and hate your videos, or at least see things you could improve and be like, oh, I could have done this better, that better. If not, then you're not learning quick enough. In my opinion, at least.
The way you can never stay on top is if you're constantly learning. If you're always learning, reinvesting every dollar and basically working 10, 12 hours a day, like I just don't see a world where someone can compete with you.
Don't have these exceptional personalities and, you know, backgrounds in filmmaking. Just make 100 videos, improve something each time, and then talk to me on your 101st video.
How do you improve something each time?
The second one, just, I don't know, put more effort into the script. The third one, try to learn a new editing trick. The fourth one, try to figure out a way that you can have better inflections in your voice. The fifth one, try to, you know, study a new thumbnail tip and implement it. The sixth one, try to figure out a new title. There's infinite ways. That's the beauty of content creation online. There's literally infinite ways, from the coloring to the frame rate to the editing to the filming to the production to the jokes to the pacing to every little thing can be improved, and they can never not be improved. There's literally no such thing as a person giving into my innate nature to work. And the most depressed I get is when I try to restrict it and like I don't work weekends or I don't work this day. What's best for me is just to work when I feel like working, and then just not work when I don't, like, and just have no constraints. Because there are just some nights where I don't want to sleep, and for whatever reason I feel compelled to go all night, and I just give into it. And I feel that's where I feel the happiest.
It's like as long as you're reinvesting everything and you're constantly innovating and adapting, it's pretty hard to fall off if you're like putting in the effort and stuff.
Easy
like
for
that.
you to say, dude. All you do is put in the effort. You're a workhorse.